Cape Town's Original Sundaze.
Exclusive to Good Hope FM.
That is correct indeed. It's Cape Town Original Sundaze live in concert. We call her Salome. You guys know her as the diva of Cape Town. From Mitchell's Plain to the Grand Arena stage, she's a diva of Cape Town. And let me say, welcome to Cape Town Original Sundaze. And something that's really, really interesting right now is that for the first time, you guys know our on and off relationship on social media. But she's a fashionista, she's a go-getter, and we will speak all things career-wise, motherhood, as well, how it's been. So Salome, welcome to Good Hope FM. Good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful, Peadon. Peadon, you're saying all these things. We call her the diva of Cape Town, and you call me Loma.
Loma, that is correct.
Let's be real about it, man. Let's be real about it.
That's correct.
No, yeah.
But
That's what I for my rupmus.
100%.
That's it.
But you are a fashionista, you are a go-getter, you are everything
Thank
and
you.
more. But just being here today on a Sunday afternoon, how are you doing? You look amazing.
Thank you. I was in church this morning, because we both know this is our first time, doing this interview with you.
100%.
So I had to go and pray this morning for this interview,
Just to kind of bind it.
Yes,
Om het by mekaar te kry.
Yeah, because I don't want to now go to that. We have our content that we do, and we have our video calls. So now I need to think. I really need to think when I speak to you now.
But I just want
But thank you for having me.
No,
it's your first interview that you're doing on a Sunday, right?
My first live in concert with you, and it's an absolute honor to have you here. I think the year has been really, really interesting for you. So from Mitchell's Plain, as I said, to the Grand Arena stage, it's been highlight upon highlight, booking upon booking. But take us through that journey, how that moment and the event in your life and time was for you.
You're talking about leading up to the show to Grand Arena and all of those. Yes.
And the moment when you came out on air, what was that like for you?
It was really a nerve-wracking moment, and it's been a very hard work since we brought it out in December. It was 6 months, I think, of planning the show. So, and also I was directing it also, not just on my own. I had some people helping me, but nog altijd, it's, and I think for me, being doing the most singing on the show was really hectic. I didn't know whether I would be able to, get through it. But ek het 'n adrenaline,
Rush.
dat deur my gaan, wat for me, and obviously God, that just keeps me centered, and obviously a lovely wife that also keeps me centered, and
100%.
family, friends. So it was really a roller coaster ride, and it was a dream that not just myself and the agency that's managing me and my family, it was the people who actually made it a reality.
support.
So daai was vir my die highlight van die hele ding. It's the people that made it possible.
And can I just add, for the first time, Salome also made history for the first time with Sun International and Grand Arena to be the first local artist within Cape Town to anchor the show alone on stage, directing it, and also performing throughout the entire 3.5 hours, if I'm correct?
Yes, it was hectic. It was really, I remember having a little bit of a meltdown moment in the dressing room. And my sister actually came and spoke to me, my older sister Sophie. And she said, Salome, die is 'n klomp mense wat van different parts afkom, wat dit almal hier is nou
For you.
vanaand. For me, yes.
Just for you.
And I remember I was crying uncontrollably. I couldn't stop. It was amper soos 'n reality wat insink, But the minute I hit the stage, it was just amazing. Honestly, the vibe of the people, the band,
100%.
Signature Essay, my backup singers, they made things
Easier for
me.
you.
So it was amazing, really.
And we know that this industry sometimes has up and its downs, and you have continuously anchored yourself as a woman, as an artist, as a mother within this industry, and you've kept a clean slate. That is one thing we have to say about you. You have kept a clean slate within this industry. How has the journey been for you?
I think for me, all the years of being myself, I will speak about stuff on social media or say stuff so that when the next person says something about Salome, that person will say, ons het klaar gehoor van Salome, het klaar oor gepraat.
100%.
For example, die tik-op story. Ek sê dit soos het is. Ek was 'n tik-op gewees, so ons praat daarvan. I say it like it is.
100%.
So if somebody is going to go say it, someone else is going to say, oh, Salome said it already. So that is the one thing that kept me centered as a person, as
To
a
stay
woman.
true to who you are.
Yes, as a person coming from the Cape Flats, Mitchell's Plain. I will always go around to say where I'm from. I'm never ashamed of where I'm from. I remember a story, I think I told you this, of where I went on stage one day and this organizer said, please don't say you're from Mitchell's Plain.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, so ek moet nie sê waarvandaan ek is nie.
What your humble beginnings were.
You know,
100%.
so that's the thing with me. I keep it real, and I think now that I'm in my late 40s, ek kan amper jou maag gevisit Peadon, maar ons gaan dit daar in. I'm even more like that, where I don't care. You know, even though it does hurt a little bit when people do say bad things or whatever, but you have to get yourself out of it and, you know, and become more confident within yourself.
You're more centered and anchored within who you are as a person.
That's
And speaking about being in your 40s now and growing within this industry, if you have to look back within your life, what would you tell younger Salome if you knew what you know now?
Sure. I would say, girl, why did you really take things so hard? It was really not that bad, you know. I would say those kind of things to myself. And you know, if I had a moment to one day to thank my mother. My mother was the one who pushed me to become a singer. Because
take us on that story.
Yeah, the industry is a tough one. People
100%.
think it is all rosy and all, you know, gloom and gloom. And I'm like, yeah, well, I have a rosy that keeps things together for me at times.
100%.
But it's not always like that. There was moments in my life where I wanted to give up, where my mother was the one who used to say, jy wil nou die opgee vir een persoon uit 10 uit wat you know, wat vir jou nou afdruk en almal die and within the industry itself, you know, I'm friends with everybody.
100%.
I really, whoever I walk into, I make you feel like you my best friend. That's how I am. But it's a tough industry to be in. That's why I always say, young people, gaan maak eens 'n skool klaar voor julle wil singers en musicians wil raak, you know, so that you can always have something to fall back on. That is my message to young people.
And I also wanted to ask you, if you are on stage and off stage, you are a mother. That's first things first, you are a wife. And then you're a singer as well. And with all these three things that I've mentioned right now, what would you tell younger women that would like to follow in these footsteps of this industry?
I would say, and it's a thing that I've been saying to myself, is you have to know your worth. You have to walk in a fearless kind of a way as a young mother, you know. And like I say, you have to have something to fall back on. In my case, I've never had a day job really in my life. It's always been the singing. I don't have a degree, so it would be difficult for me to really find a good job at 46, you know.
Yes.
But you gotta be confident in what you do, and you have to know your worth not just as a singer, as a person. Not just as a woman and a man.
Yeah.
As anybody for that matter, you
have
must
to know who
your
you
worth.
are.
I know my worth now. I'd say, you know what, if people don't book me because of the price, I'll say, no, it's all good. It's fine. Because I know my worth.
And you're different.
I'm different. I know my worth.
You are different. Chatting to the diva of Cape Town, known as Salome, a best friend, a mother, a wife, everything and more. And let me tell you, performance with Salome coming up. Still great conversation, so stick around and stay connected. If you have a question for Salome, 071-286-0639. What a pleasure it is to have friends and also people that I get to call family in studio. And of course, chatting to Salome. Salome, it's been a roller coaster for you, a great roller coaster, if I can say that. A great roller coaster. But I think within this industry and in this time that we live in, this would have not been possible for somebody who would have anchored you, for somebody who would have been supporting you and would have been there for you. So we have, you guys know on social media as Honey, but we have, I like to call her Rosie Nikki Diamond Johansson.
Yes,
Good afternoon and welcome to the show. It's been an absolute honor having a social media journey with you guys, but most importantly, it's about Salome today and also how your journey has been in this industry. But I think without support, this would have not been possible, or just the grip you and sometimes to anchor you. Rosie, how has it been for you personally, having to, for how many years is it?
What? We know each other for more than 20 years.
Yeah.
But we've been married for almost 14, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And with that 20 years plus a 14-year marriage, and with the industry involved, you experience it firsthand. How has it been for you?
nail biting, nerve wracking.
Stressful.
But yeah, very stressful. But you know, I'm the quiet, silent one.
Yeah.
And I think I'm there if she needs me.
And that's absolutely
you
beautiful.
You too, bestie.
Yeah.
It's not about him though.
We'll have an air just to remind you guys.
We're not gonna do this. We're not
Yes,
doing this.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I know when she needs me. Let
Yeah.
me put it that way. And when she needs me, I'm there. So yeah.
I always say when I have something that's really bothering me, I say, I want to speak to you, but not as your wife, as your friend.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't have to tell me.
Yeah,
I
you know. You
But
would know.
I'll wait until she says it. Yeah.
And I think with everything that has been evolving in her life as a wife, seeing her grow, and this year specifically, the heights that she has really achieved, what is your message or your message of gratitude or thankfulness towards her?
You know, Peadon, I'm so proud of Salome. I don't tell her because, you know, her ear is already so big. But I'm very, very proud of her. This is not an easy industry, guys. It's not a walk in the park by any means. So all I can say is I'm very, very proud of you. You got this. Yeah.
And on that note, while we're keeping the atmosphere amazing within studio and we're keeping it live in concert indeed with Salome, what we're going to do, she's going to perform for us. That's why she's here today. And I think the most incredible thing for all of us is just to see how we can navigate our life as an artist and artistry with you as an example. So with no further ado, I think the best thing for us to do is to say,
Am I ready?
to say ready, set, go at this point. So ladies and gentlemen, live in concert for this afternoon, and an absolute honor to have her here. Let's do exactly just this.
Let's go live in concert with Peadon Smith.
If I could, I'd protect you from the sadness that's in your eyes. I'll give you courage in a world of compromise. Yes, I would, if I could. I would teach you all the things I've never learned. And I'll help you cross the bridge that I've burned. Yes, I would, if I could. I would try to shield your innocence from time. But the part of life I give you, it isn't mine. I'll watch you grow so I can let you go. If I could, I'd help you make it through the hungry years. But I know that I can never cry your tears, baby boy. But I would if I could. If I could, in a time and place where you don't want to be in. You don't have to walk along this road with me. My yesterday won't have to be in your way. If I knew I try to change this world I brought you to. Now there isn't much more that I can do. Oh, but I would if I could. If I could, I would try to shield your innocence from time. But the part of life I gave you, it watch you grow so I can let you go. If I could, I'll help you make it through the hungry years. But I know that I can never cry your tears. But I would if I could. Hey, if I could.
Woo!
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Your favorite.
Absolutely incredible. Live in concert.
Let's go live in concert with Peadon Smith.
And Salome, of course, we still have you here, and we're honored to have you on live in concert with Salome for this afternoon. But so many things has occurred this year, but the future seems very, 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 very bright for you. So speak to me, what's coming up? What's happening in the life of Salome for the future?
Okay, so I've got a new show coming down on the 25th, 26th, 27th, and 28th of August. It's in the month of Women's Month still. So it's happening at Homecoming Center. It's called Salome Unscripted. Now,
Tell me about it.
I'm going to tell you. So let me tell you something. Myself and the creative side of things for me, Ashley Luber, Andrea Royston Samuels, who's the musical director for all my shows, we normally sit with a hell of a script when it comes to our show, to my shows. And then Ashley would always say, she's not going to follow that script. She's not going to. And so when I was thinking about naming the show, I thought, you know what? Let's do it unscripted so that I can please someone like Ashley now, because she knows when I go on stage, I do my eie ding.
Yes.
So what's going to happen at the show every night is going to be a different thing that's going to happen. Whether I'm going to come off the stage and come and just talk to the people in the audience, those are kind of things that are going to happen.
A variation of
If,
everything.
yes, if someone is going to say, Salome, sing that for me, I will do that for you. That is the kind of thing that's going to happen for the show.
And tell us exactly
every
how
night.
can people grab their hands.
So you can get your tickets at Quicket, and I think you can go to ShopRite or ShopRite and Checkers. You can get your tickets. There's only 280 rand, and the capacity for the theatre is 320 people only. That's why we made it 4 nights. Want ek het die lisse mense wat gaan pla vir my plaas soos hulle by geplaat met toe Grand Arena sold out is, soos versoek hulle nog tickets. So that's why we made it 4 nights, guys. Go get your tickets. It's going to be an amazing show. And maybe I'll share some more, personal stories. You know me, I like to be myself. I like to
100%.
share, and I like to spread positivity.
That's it. Salome live in studio, chatting all things what's coming up, live performance, as well as how the journey in the industry has been. This live interview will be on our app, so www.goodhopefm.co.za. Go grab the interview there. Salome, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
I cannot believe that I was actually nervous to be here with you because ek was bang ek sit net maar op 'n video call en praat my eie dingetjies.
Not at all. Not at all. And that's how we wrap up conversation for this afternoon
Thank
with
you,
Salome.
guys.
It's been absolutely amazing having you here. We send you so much love and light, and may this
Thank
year
you.
ahead just be blessed. The show's coming up, so head on over to a social media right about now and grab your tickets.
Thank you,
for
guys,
our
and thank
show.
you, Good Hope FM.
Absolute pleasure.